Big Mom's house. Big Mama's house. Welcome to Big Mama's house. Big Mama's house. Yeah. Big Mama's house. Welcome to Big Mama's house. Big Mama's house. Yeah.
Welcome back to Big Mama's house, y'all. It is I, the Mama, back again with you today to discuss episode 2 of Diaries of a Middle-Aged White Woman. Okay, my personal story. Remember, every episode will have 3 parts: personal, public, and opinion. Hopefully, stuff you guys send to me. You can DM it to me. You can send me a Facebook Messenger. You just put it on any of the pages that, comment on. Anything would be great. So if you have a what am I the asshole or petty revenge or advice or just questions about stuff, leave them at anywhere and, we will do our best to answer. So, from my personal story, I know this is kind of everybody gets tired of hearing it, so fast forward if you don't want to listen. But being broke really, really sucks. Um, Papa finally found a decent paying job, but every paycheck is already spent for the next several months at least because we're behind on everything. You know, um, we did the best we could with what savings we had and, doing what we could, in the interim, little jobs you could find. Um, but it's been really, really hard. And this wasn't really so bad. I mean, I'm a pretty upbeat person and I'm like, okay, everything happens for a reason. We're going through this for a reason. God's trying to push you to the right job for you. Just trying to keep things, upbeat for everybody because it's we've all been pretty depressed and just kind of overloaded with all this last few months. But it wasn't that bad emotionally or mentally until recently. Um, Thanksgiving is in like 8 days, and Blizzard's birthday is a couple weeks later, and then Christmas is about 3 weeks after that. It's really depressing and defeating to have zero money for gifts for your loved ones. I'm not even sure how we're gonna buy Christmas dinner. And I know everybody's like, "Oh, what's the big deal?" But when all you have to hang on to are your traditions and your family, not being able to do those traditions is extra hard. Um, and I'm not saying poor me. I'm not looking for donations. I'm not doing any of that. I am just commiserating with you, my fam, and I am sure that some of you that are listening to me right now, and I'm talking to you, you know what I'm going through. Either you're there now, or you've been there, or you've been close to there, and it's terrifying. It's really terrifying in this day and age to be middle aged and out of work and have your children depend on you. And yes, they're adults, okay? But Lizard has been fighting for her disability because she has tried working and it's mentally impossible for her. So our only recourse was to try to get her disability to have some sort of income for her so that she can pay for her medications, doctor's visits, her own stuff, whatever. Because again, as a young adult, almost 23 years old, not being able to have an income, not being able to, buy things you want and do things you want, that's very depressing and it's defeating. And so, yeah, um, it's damn near impossible to get in the holiday spirit this year. Because the entire year so far has been completely soul crushing. It's just one thing from the first of the year, one thing after another, and I just don't. My internal resources for dealing with bad things and negative things that come our way is just almost depleted. I've tried my best to keep an upbeat attitude for my family, keep them from getting too low, but it's tough. It's really, really tough. And so, if any of you are praying, people, I would really appreciate prayers for our family. Um, because God always seems to provide. And I mean, we know we're not going to have much of a Christmas, but you know, I'm hoping that something good comes our way before the end of the year to help us out. Cause, ooh, guys, it's been hard. It's been really hard. But that's all I had to say about my personal wham nonsense. And I'm sorry if my um commiserating with any of you upsets you or you're like whatever, get over it. Um, and I'm sorry you feel that way, but this is, I promised y'all a personal thing, and that's just what's going on right now. So on to the public thing. So when we covered the Maui wildfires back in August and September when they happened, and I didn't really cover this, but it popped up again, and I find it frustrating a little bit. So we know that back in August, Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, um, they started a Maui relief fund, okay? And they started off by donating $5 million each, okay? And saying, okay, everybody, now you help. Here's the thing. These two people together, just the two of them, just The Rock and Oprah, are worth more than 2.8 billion with a B, okay? 2.8 billion between two people. And all they could donate is 5 million apiece. It's a tax write-off. It's good for them, but whatever. Whatever, that's what they did. So whatever. The other issue with that is that Oprah also has a lot of real estate in Hawaii. She owns almost 1,000 acres of Hawaii. And there were rumors and innuendos and speculation that she was looking to buy more land cheap. So she was just going to buy people out instead of helping them rebuild. Again, that is complete conjecture. That's just the rumors that were going around. Yeah. So you take from that what you will. So after that, and let's see, where was it? This one was in October, this article. And The Rock got a lot of backlash, and Oprah did too, a lot of backlash about how they handled all that. And he apologized it, and he said he gets it and he understands, and I could have been better, and next time I will be better. He says he knows what it's like to live paycheck to paycheck. I don't know if you do remember, sir. I don't know. Because literally, if you know what living paycheck to paycheck is like, Mr. Johnson, then you asking people, your fans, to donate, those people who are living paycheck to paycheck in this economy right now, it doesn't make any sense. You say you understand it, but you don't. Okay, so here we go. Mr. Johnson, okay, The Rock, his net worth is approximately 270 million, okay? But Oprah is estimated at 2.5 billion. Oprah alone. What are you hoarding money for, Miss Winfrey? You could actually literally help every single one of those people and not break a sweat. That's what's crazy to me. You're asking people who have no money to donate money to people in need when you have all the money that they could need. That makes no sense. None. But let's put the negative aside, because I try to have positive stories. So here we go. This one is in August too, but I just found it, so I'm sorry if it's a little old. But it's a happy story. It makes me feel good about the world. This one is about the Maui wildfire survivors who were left without medication. And that is one of the things that most people, of course, if your house burns down, you're thinking about, oh, my clothes, all of our, electronics, photo albums, important documents, things like that. Those are the things you think about losing in a fire. But what most people don't think about, unless you need it, is life-saving medication. In this one pharmacist, well, his name is Dr. Corey Lehano, and he had a he runs a pharmacy, all right, and he was giving away the medicine for free. Okay. He had a team of less than 2 dozen people that were caring for burn victims, which continued for weeks. They provided first aid for skin infections, conducted COVID tests, but the whole thing is they were working 15 to 16-hour days between his pharmacy and then the makeshift little facility they had in Lahaina. And these people were exhausted, but they knew that they were doing it for a great reason. And every single one of them volunteered to do this. Um, and his team says that they've literally saved hundreds of lives over the course of a few weeks because they chose to sacrifice and give everything that they have, but we're not resting yet. We know that the fires are out now, and that's amazing, but there are still people displaced, people without income. And these guys really went above and beyond. And then once they did get, insurance or aid money or whatever, then they tried to go back and bill the insurances or whatever to try to get recouped for some of that. Um, but that wasn't his first thought. First thought was these people need it. If they have high blood pressure, if they have diabetes, if they have epilepsy, if they have, cancer or whatever, heart disease, all these things that people need medication to be alive and healthy, he stepped up and did it out of the goodness of his heart. And to me, that guy, let's all give him a hand because it's just not something that you see a lot anymore of people just giving without thinking. They just do. And I find people like that they restore my faith in the world, not just in humanity, but in the world, because like not many of us would have the ability, like the financial stability to be able to do something like that. Because you know how much these drugs cost. And if you don't, that's, you should do a quick Google because medications are insane. So this guy was literally giving away tens of thousands of dollars out of his own pocket because they couldn't pay. They didn't have their insurance documents. They all burned up in a fire. You know what I mean? So it's like, it takes time to get recouped for some of that. And a lot of it he just never did get recouped on. But I'm hoping that some of the, um, financial aid things that were down there, I hope they kind of helped recoup him a little bit because whereas it is great to be able to give that, it's also nice to, get some of it back when you can't necessarily afford to lose it all, So that's my 2 cents. But I'm so happy that there are good people who step up. And I'm not, okay, don't get me wrong. I am not dismissing $5 million from The Rock or Oprah. $5 million would sustain any of us easily for more than a lifetime. However, for these people, $5 million isn't a lot. And especially Oprah, who has billions of dollars, literally, I'm really disappointed in her. I thought better of her. I've always been kind of like looked up to Oprah in a way because she came from nothing and built herself up and built a fortune, and that's awesome. But some of that you have to attribute to luck, because some people are lucky and luck into great situations like that, and some of us don't, no matter how hard we try. Um, and I guess that's just not our path in life, and that's okay. I'm not looking to be rich. I'm not, I would just be able to like go to the grocery store and buy bread and milk when I wanted to. That would be great. Um, but okay, now we're on to the opinion part, guys. I want to hear what each of you think about this in the comments. Don't be lazy. Come on, you. I know you want to tell me what you think about this one. This one is a little bit different. And it's an opinion thing, and it's called Would I Be the Asshole? My husband has a new job after being unemployed. And this sounds like me, but it's not me, I swear to God. That's why I picked it, because it sounded like so familiar to me. Has a new job after being unemployed for over 6 months. The new job is very physically and mentally demanding, over 60 hours a week, and he's on call 24/7 for issues. Um, and if there isn't enough coverage, like somebody calls out or whatever, if it's a manager, he has to go in. And this person let's say, is an hour commute each way. So 10 plus hour shifts a day plus the hour commute back and forth. That's 12 hours a day, easy over that sometimes. The issue arose when we were talking about the upcoming holidays. I mentioned that we might go to a friend's house again on New Year's Eve. Um, he said he might have to work. I replied that I might go anyway. Before we could discuss it, he got upset and said that wasn't really fair, that I was going to a quote party while he had to work. I explained that I would only go for a few hours and I would return before he got home from work. But even if I didn't, would I be the asshole if I went out on New Year's Eve while my spouse is at work? What do you all think? That's an interesting one. That's different. I like that. Really, it just depends. I mean, in my opinion, I don't know. Um, Me being married to Papa, I like doing everything with him, you know. We're best pals. And so me personally, I wouldn't want to go without him. I mean, now if he was at work, I wouldn't mind going and hanging out while he was at work, but I would definitely want him to either join or be with him at midnight, for the kiss and all that stuff. So, um, I don't know. It depends on your guys' relationship. I don't know if it would make you an asshole. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's a hard one. What do you guys think? You guys have really got to help me out on this one because I'm a little confuzzled. So, tell me what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed this episode 2 of Diaries of a Middle-Aged White Woman. If you um have any suggestions of things that, you'd like to hear about or good news out there that you want me to share, that would be great. I love every bit of participation that you guys want to do. I'm here for you guys. We are family and that's what we do. We just chat and talk and discuss everything that's on our minds. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoy talking to you guys. It makes me feel better about the day sometimes, honestly. Just to have somebody to talk to. So let me know what your guys' stories are. Let me know if you've ever felt that way about a holiday or a situation when you just felt like you just really couldn't afford to do much of anything, and it just sucks. But anyway, you guys, until next time, please wear your seatbelts, please use your turn signals, please spay and neuter your pets, and please be kind, you guys. Yeah, it's just people, give everybody a break right now. It's tough. But if you're a Karen, stop it. Just stop it. Nobody needs to be rude and entitled and, thinking that their time, money, and effort is more important than everyone else's because it's not. It's just not. So be nice, be kind. And until next time, guys, bye.